All right, Matt, our co-main event, UFC São Paulo, and listen, this is a bit of a short notice one, as it was supposed to be Shogun Rua taking on Smiling Sam Alvey. Alvey forced out of the fight, so now you get the Bearjew Paul Craig stepping in on short notice. Scotland's own, one of the biggest MMA stars there. Him and, I guess, Stevie Ray, Joanne Calderwood. But Matt, as far as this fight's concerned, it is a really fun one because it's a clash of styles. And listen, Shogun Rua is a black belt in BJJ. We just never ever see it, especially in the UFC. Paul Craig is one of those guys that is very sneaky. He's one of those type of fighters that's going to try and bait you to get you onto the ground. His takedowns might not be the cleanest, but once he does get the fight to the ground, you really, really have to be nervous and you have to cover up your neck. And you look at his 2019 run, he's got wins over Kennedy and Shekwu. He did lose, unfortunately, to Alonzo Menafield, and then he did get a win against Vinicius Morea in his last one, a first-round finish there. For Shogun, he's 4-1 in his last 5, which it spans back about 4 years, and it's crazy to think of it, but his only loss to Anthony Smith, who was on a run of former champs to get a title shot, which is just crazy. So, Matt, how do you see this fight kind of playing out here?
It's not often that you have a short notice replacement come in that's better than the original fight that was scheduled. Honestly, I don't think the Sam Alvey fight would have been all that entertaining, but I do feel like Paul Craig's style really plays into the entertainment value, especially against a guy like Shogun, because Paul Craig is going to play that striking game with you for a little bit, and then he's going to kind of look for those, like you said, kind of crafty ways to get the fight to the ground, because his takedowns aren't the best, but he's really good at going for the takedown, then kind of getting around to your back, and then trips and whatnot, and he's very consistent that way. He doesn't have bad cardio. He's got good striking. With Shogun, it's so hard to tell now. He's getting older. You know what you're going to get with Shogun. You're going to get overhand rights and a lot of leg kicks, and that's just kind of his style nowadays. But that style still works really, really well. So it kind of depends. A, can Paul Craig eat the shots? B, well, more to this. Does Shogun still have the power to knock people out? Don't really know, because in his last fight against Tyson Pedro, we did get the TKO win, but it was kind of a combination of a knockdown and Tyson Pedro just destroying his knee. I do feel like this is going to be, it could be fight of the night. I do really think this is going to be one of the more exciting ones of the night, but I'm going to pick Paul Craig in the underdog.
And Matt, I mean, the odds, they have Shogun Rua minus 270 on certain sites, minus 255. You got Paul Craig plus 215, plus 220, which I think is crazy. I get it, it's on short notice, and it's in Brazil, and it's a former UFC light heavyweight champ, and pride, and whatever, but really, this is Shogun, and I said it. I mean, he's 4-1 in his last 5, but you gotta kind of discount it just a little bit. And you look at the fact that Shogun hasn't fought in just about a year. His last fight was in December of last year. So it's just a weird combination. A good short notice opponent. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to take Paul Craig as well. But it should be a great fight. And you're not going to want to miss our 2-minute predictions for UFC São Paulo here on YouTube for Fight Night Picks. Let's get into it.